Mo Salah delivers a remarkable interview in which he claims somebody at the club doesn't want him anymore. Salah also reveals his relationship with manager Arne Slot has broken down. The Liverpool forward wouldn't commit his future to the club, suggesting next week's game against Brighton could potentially be his last. Hi there, welcome along to Sky Sports Catch Up. Just a matter of hours after being held to a 3-3 draw at Leeds United, Liverpool's star player comes out with a damning interview. Reaction is coming up. But first, to an incredible interview from Mo Salah, who says he feels like he's been thrown under the bus by Liverpool and that his relationship with head coach Arne Slot has broken down. The interview came just a few hours after Liverpool's side drew 3-3 with Leeds United at Ellen Road. We've approached Liverpool for comment. I'm sitting on the bench for 90 minutes, he said. The third time on the bench, I think, for the first time in my career. I'm very, very disappointed, to be fair. I have done so much for this club down the years, and especially last season. Now I'm sitting on the bench and I don't know why. It seems like the club has thrown me under the bus. That is how I am feeling. I think it is very clear that someone wanted me to get all of the blame. It is not acceptable for me. I don't know why this is happening to me. I don't get it. I think if this was someone else, every club would protect its player. How I see it now is like you throw Mo under the bus because he is the problem in the team now. But I don't think I am the problem. I have done so much for this club. I got a lot of promises in the summer and so far I am in the bench for 3 games, so I can't say they keep the promise. I said many times before that I had a good relationship with the manager and all of a sudden we don't have any relationship. I don't know why, but it seems to me, how I see it, that someone doesn't want me in the club. The respect I want to get, I don't have to go every day fighting for my position because I earned it. I am not bigger than anyone, but I earned my position. It's football. It is what it is. Has the relationship broken down? There's no relationship between us. It was a very good relationship. And now, all of a sudden, there is no relationship. I called my mum yesterday. You guys didn't know if I would start or not, but I knew. Yesterday, I said to them, come to the Brighton game. I don't know if I'm going to play or not, but I am going to enjoy it. In my head, I'm going to enjoy that game because I don't know what is going to happen now. I will be in Anfield to say goodbye to the fans and go to the Africa Cup. I don't know what is going to happen when I am there. Well, speaking after the game at Ellen Road, head coach Arne Slot had this to say about why he didn't play Salah to Patrick Davison.
We were 2-0 up, we were 3-2 up. I think it was at that moment of time more about controlling the game, and we didn't need a goal at that moment of time. And normally, when you need a goal, like last week against Sunderland, I brought Mo in. Today it felt to me that we needed different players like Wata. I've brought him in many times when we needed to bring the wing over the line. And he gave everything, I think, what I could expect from him, and he was also not part in us conceding the free.
What happens with Mo medium, short term, Arne? It's hard to see him accepting a situation like this for too long.
No, first, like I said before the game, we have to accept the situation we are in, and I make my choices based on that. And the short-term future of Mo is that he goes in a week time to the African Cup of Nations, and but before that we play Inter and Brighton.
Jamie Redknapp also discussed Salah's future on the Saturday Night Football before those quotes emerged.
He's probably thinking, why am I not starting? The facts are his form hasn't been good enough. Now, I don't foresee a situation where Liverpool, because I think they would have so much respect for him, that they'll be actively trying to move him. I think if he were to happen, it's accelerated really quickly, and if something were to happen as quickly as January, it will come more from him.
Could that happen with the African Cup of Nations, though, going on? Because he's going to disappear after that
He's going to go away, I think, next week. Is it after?
Week on Monday.
A week on Monday. Anything can happen in football. If he really decides and he speaks to his agent and they go, look, it's not sustainable. I don't want to.
Do you think that would be the best solution for everybody then, if that happened in January?
I don't necessarily think in January. I think we've got to just let this settle. But I don't foresee that he'll see out his 2 years of his contract. I think it might be more in the summer if he were to go. When Mo's at his best, of course you want him in that team because he gives you a better balance. Connor Bradley as well, I think will probably say he'd rather have him out there. I think if you ask Dominic Szoboszlai, does he want to play right wing? No, he wants to play as a central player.
Well, Salah has scored 250 goals for Liverpool in 8 years at the club. Only 2 players have scored more. He'll be at Anfield just one more time next weekend before going to the Africa Cup of Nations. But will we see him back again?
I think the reason he's doing this is just because he's upset about being dropped. And he feels that Liverpool have been playing badly. He feels that, some fans and the media have blamed him unfairly for what's going wrong at Liverpool this season, and he feels that he's been made the fall guy. And obviously he's reached the point where he feels that he wants to come out and tell the world how he's feeling. Now, I have no problem with a player doing that. We're all human beings. If he's upset, he's upset. Why not come out and speak to the media? We're all journalists. At the end of the day, we want players to be honest when they speak to us. But at the end of the day, when you take the emotions out of this situation and when you take the emotion out of what he has said, from Liverpool's perspective, this changes nothing. He's a Liverpool player. He signed a new 2-year contract. Apparently he earns around £400,000 a week. I believe he's around 33 years old. What options does he have? Who is going to come out and sign him? Who can afford to pay him those kinds of wages? I understand that he's feeling emotional at the moment, and please, I'm not criticising him for what he's done. He's a human being. He can feel however a human being feels. But at the end of the day, he has got a massive contract at Liverpool. It's still got 18 months on it to run, and Liverpool will be well within their rights to just let himself, let him blow it out, get all this off his chest. If they feel that they need to punish him and fine him for breaking club rules, perhaps that's something they'll do. But knowing the way Liverpool operate, that will probably be done behind closed doors. But in reality, this really doesn't change that much, because just coming out and saying you're unhappy that you've been dropped and you don't know what your future holds and the club have thrown you under the bus, it doesn't mean that you're going to get your own way. So I don't see this as Mo Salah agitating for a move. I just see it as a case of he's just feeling very, very upset, very emotional, very angry. And, everyone's got a point at which they snapped. And for him, the point was probably the fact that not only was he not in the starting 11 today against Leeds, but he didn't get to play at all.
Well, Jamie Carragher has spoken many times about Salah and his impact at Liverpool, most recently on the Monday Night Football just last week. Here's what he had to say then.
I think Virgil van Dijk, after the game, has come out again and spoke, as he should do as a captain. He's called Liverpool a mess. I must say, on the back of all these Liverpool defeats, it's always Virgil van Dijk who comes out. And as I said, the captain should do that, but there should be other players in that dressing room coming out and speaking for the club. A year ago this weekend, Mo Salah wasn't shy in coming out and speaking about his own situation, about the club not offering him a contract. I only ever hear Salah speak when he gets man of the match or he needs a new contract. I'd like to see Mo Salah come out as one of the leaders, one of the legends of Liverpool, come out and speak for the team. It shouldn't always be the captain. But obviously, the manager is the one in the firing line. Any manager with results like that, as you said, if they were part of the bottom four or a promoted team, would be under pressure. So there's no doubt, the manager is under pressure now with results like that, on the back of being champions, but also on the fact of what Liverpool spent in the summer.
Salah has been involved in 21 games for Liverpool this season across all competitions, but has scored just 5 goals and registered 3 assists. Last season, it took Salah just over a month to get to the same number of goals and assists. His involvement was essential for Slot, who started the winger in every Premier League game last season, as well as every Champions League game, apart from their last group stage match against PSV. We're asking you on the Sky Sports website, should Mo Salah leave Liverpool in January? Scan the QR code on your screen. Well, Salah's bombshell quotes came after Liverpool lost the lead twice against relegation-threatened Leeds to draw 3-3 at Ellen Road. It's the 8th time they've dropped points in 15 league games this season. Here is Salah on the bench in a Premier League game for the 3rd time in a row and looking less than impressed.